time, we list down best action filled with romance Thai dramas. These series with action never fell short, or it is hard to get bored because you are hooked into their mysteries, suspense, action scenes and their blooming romance. Here's a look at 15 best action romance in Thai Lakorn. Number 1. The Crown Princess. Because her life was put into danger after her coronation, Crown Prince Alice of the country Haisos was secretly sent to Thailand, where Davin Samutyakorn, a lieutenant commander of the Thai Navy and Navy SEAL, becomes her bodyguard. Great acting, good chemistry of both the leads. So, as always, Yaya's acting was also exceptional here. This actress really can bring each of her characters to life. She carries Princess Alice like the character was all her long. She portrayed a kick-ass crown princess, cold from outside but very warm from inside, knows when she needs to fight her enemies up front and when she needs to give in. Overall, this is a very good Lakorn. Watch this if you are a Yadech fan and love action drama romance genre. Number 2. Karn la Krang Neung nai Huajai. Fah is heartbroken after her ex-boyfriend cheated on her. Yet, he still has the nerve to ask her to take him back. So, to avoid him, Fah's friend took her on a trip to Japan. While she was there, Fah was held at gunpoint by a Hong Kong mafia named Daniel Wong. The man was shot and needed a place to stay that night, so he ordered Fah to take him to her hotel room. And that's how the story began. The story of the mafia part was quite decent. It was a good mixture of romance and action. The male lead mix is adorable. If you are looking for a light melodrama with a lot of romance, I would strongly recommend this one. Number 3. My Secret Bride. Swam is a mischievous girl who grew up in the slums. She develops a crush on Danurut, a good cop, the first time she meets him due to his good looks and kindness. Swam is asked to become a spy for the police by an undercover deputy commander named Tuan. Her mission is to spy and gather evidence on an influential criminal named Siaha. Swam gets involved with Danurut again when he misunderstands that she is Aek's mistress, who is his cousin's fiancée. He hires Swam to be his fake wife to keep her away from Aek. Tuan believes this is the perfect opportunity to spy on Danurut, so Swam accepts his offer. She moves into his house pretending to be his wife because he needs her to follow his orders while she must spy into him. This is an enjoyable show on many levels. The lead pair unending bickering was too fun and keeps you hooked. This drama had quite a humor, enjoyed every bit of it. All the actors played well, especially the Snow White team. Number 4. You Prince, the Ambitious Boss. Mantau, a mafia boss's daughter, dreams of getting married after high school to a man she was betrothed to as a child. But that man has other dreams. So her parents try to arrange another marriage. This time, the chosen groom is the son of another mafia boss. At first, Mantau refuses since she feels nothing for Brian, not knowing that he has had a crush on her since they were children. However, Brian strives to win her love in midst of jealousy, misunderstandings, and a potentially devastating battle between Thailand's 3 major mafia families. The story is fun. The mafia background is carried solely by Brian through his tough actions. Mook played the right amount of stupid for this show and it cracked me up. This was an entertaining watch. Number 5. Game of Outlaws. Jane and Lalisa lose their respective fathers on the same day. Their fathers died while serving in the police. Over time, Lalisa and Jane entered the SIC Special Training Unit. Both were sent to train with Inspector Non. Amid the approval of Captain Kajon, who saw the potential of Jane, sent her as Non's new assistant. But Lalisa misunderstands that her sister will take Non from her. Phongsathorn, the opponent of Non, to take the work from the January team. Will both January and Lalisa reconcile or continue with rivalry? Will Inspector Non be able to catch the main mastermind behind the drug cartel? This is an outstanding action-packed Lakorn with bittersweet romance. Leads did an amazing job at acting, especially Teo with her strongest performance. Story pace is good, but the ending got confusing, so might hope for a season 2. Number 6. Padiwaradda. To show gratitude to her adoptive father, Rin Rapi accepts to disguise herself as his real daughter and marry Saran to keep the promise their fathers had made in the past. Saran is a cold-hearted guy who suffers from his previous love. Although he knows that Rin's adoptive family has received him, he does not wish to return his bride since he gets to know her beauty and kindness. Love slowly grows, but soon their love is tested when Duang Sawat, his ex-lover, returns to him, while Rin also feels guilty with the secret she is hiding from him. Padiwaradda aired first in 2016 and became one of the top watched Lakorn that year. It's set in the 50s era and has a charming and relaxing vibe overall. Bella and James' chemistry are totally explosive in this one. Their intense relationship from the start to the growing love to them being together is very beautiful. Number 7. Suparburoot Jorm Maturot Lohgan. To prove himself to his father so he can lead the next pillage and fulfill his plans, Fah, a bandit, had to embark on one of his father's daily robberies. The quest was to steal the most valuable possession from Keun, a lieutenant who would not stop hunting their bandit village down. He takes Nampuing, the lieutenant's fiancée who was in the house at that time, and presents it to his father, only for his father to arrange a marriage for him and the kidnapped Nampuing. With the assignment to get Nampuing pregnant and sent back to her fiancé, Fah also has to battle with his older brother for the title of their father's successor. But what happens when Fah falls for his new wife and wants a much better life than what he is used to? If you want to watch a Lakorn with some romance, comedy, action and crime, this is the one. The romance between the leads was fiery with lots of kissing scenes. You can easily tell that the male lead fell in love at first sight. The physical intimacy between the leads was natural. Overall, a very fun and entertaining drama. Number 8. Cheewit. The father of Rutainak is in debt with a man called Ling Lang Ser, who is a well-known member of the Hong Kong Mafia. As the ugly duckling of the family, Rutainak is a very intelligent student but cannot compare with her sister's beautiful looks. Ling Lang Ser decides to accept her sister as payback for the high debts of her family. But when the day comes to pay the debt, the girl's father decides to run away with his eldest daughter. As a result of this, Rutainak is captured by Ling Lang Ser's men and brought to his mansion. Number 9. Sapai Import. Lisa is a rich, spoiled girl who returned from her studies in England to find her parents were in debt. She had to work to repay that debt, and Don's mother helped her. Don is the grandson of a very famous farm owner. When Don's grandfather died, he conditionally named Don as his successor. To receive the farm, Don had to marry and have a child within a year. Otherwise, the farm would be awarded to his cousin's brother. Don's mother loved Lisa like a daughter, so she pushed them towards marriage. At first, both of them rejected the marriage. Then Don's mother announced that she was going to die soon, so Lisa accepted as a sign of gratitude. Since Don and Lisa don't love each other, they agreed to pretend to be married for 6 months. Despite their differing lifestyles, nothing could stop destiny. Number 10. Game Maya. Keun's fiancée dies in an accident right before their wedding, leaving a message in which she blames Keun for her death. Pim is a famous star and Kaveen's fiancé. Keun plans to revenge while presuming the identity of Pim's bodyguard, but he slowly finds himself falling for Pim. Number 11. Lub Salub Rarng. Meet Ramin, a high-profile police officer from a special unit. He is an egocentric playboy who looks down on women, and Petra, an arrogant and ungrateful superstar who looks down on men and her co-workers. Sinfulness brings these two together to learn integrity, honesty, and respect by swapping bodies. They face danger, difficulties, and obstacles to gradually improve, share, care, and find true love in this incredible journey. Number 12. Fah Mee Tawan. story follows a young businessman, Paul, who plans to get back Crown Diamond, the company once owned by his mother. He is determined to take revenge and retrieve everything from her father, who abandoned him and his mother to live with his new wife Netselau and the adopted daughter Nainafa, who took the love from his father. He charmed his stepmother's trust, only to find out that all the bad things in the family were caused by her and her lover Singkong, and Naifa was just a victim just like him. So he empathizes and secretly helps her until intimacy transforms into love. The plan to pull out the mask of the stepmother goes on with love at stake. Number 13. Cheewit Puer ka Huajai Puer tur. Vayu is a trained assassin who falls in love with Pawareen, the daughter of a rich businessman who is also an underground drug lord. Orphaned at a young age and trained to be a hitman with no attachments, his heart and life is put to the test when a girl with a bright smile melts his stone-cold heart. With underground drug cartels fighting tough wars and the police hot on the case, can their love stand the test and can they make it out alive to the end? Number 14. Tarm Keun Jai. Tarm Keun Jai is about a young woman named Nara who is raised by her mother and grandfather and lives a luxury life in Bangkok. One day she realizes that her father is still alive and working in a farm in northern Thailand. She immediately leaves Bangkok in order to find her father. At the farm, Nara applies a job as a worker. While trying to get closer to her father, Nara also gets closer to the farm's owner, Singh, and their romantic relationship is gradually developing. Number 15. Ni Ruk Nai Krong Phai. On her 17th birthday, Chalita's entire family was killed. Kavin was given the option to slay 3 people in order to protect one. His guilt drove him to distance himself from her. In her youth, Chalita is adopted by a mysterious stranger who is known as Nainoi. He turns her life around and is her means of support. Kavin moves next door to Chalita and their lives become entangled. Feelings blossom and happiness is reintroduced to Chalita's life, but Kavin risks losing her if his secret were to be ever revealed. If Chalita ever recalled the past, he will lose everything. Which of these action-packed romance Thai dramas you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Also, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.